Hey guys, Jordan Boostmaster here, and today I have something great to show you because I have a new bike. But first, let me give you a hint. You've seen it already on my channel. You probably guessed by now, but yes, it's the Diamondback Carbon Sync'r Hardtail. I'm sure you all remember this thing from last year when I posted a bunch of videos with it, and it was pretty awesome. I enjoyed it so much, I thought, okay, I gotta reach out to Diamondback and maybe we can make a deal.
I even remember a lot of comments last year saying how Diamondback should just give me the bike because of all my promotion for it. Well, we did work something out.
So they shipped me the complete bike right to my doorstep. So right away I went ahead and built it up. Now the next step, and this is crucial, I have to put all 5 of my Boostmaster stickers on the bike. Let me show you where I put them.
Rumor has it, when you put all 5 of my stickers on your bike, you boost about 3 feet higher every time. Check them out on my website.
Now there are a couple modifications I made to this bike. You may notice those gold handlebars. Yes, they are the exact same bars that I was riding on the same bike last year. Right here you can see some really nice looking grips here. Yes, indeed, these are Sensus Desistabos grips. Sensus actually gave me these grips for free as well as a bunch of others. So I actually have a bunch of grips I'm going to be putting on all my bikes. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of these Sensus grips. Also, Sensus even gave me these cool little koozies. You can wrap them around your bike frame for protection for when you're shuttling. You can also wrap them around your beers to keep your hands warm.
Thank you, Sensus, for sending me your products.
Now my next modification was that I put these straight line amp pedals on. I also swapped the stem with a nice short 35mm Atlas stem. Otherwise, when it comes to some of the other parts, for the brakes, we've got some Shimano MT501 brakes here. We've got the 180mm rotor in the front and the 160mm rotor in the rear. I always love myself some good fat tires, so we got some Maxxis Minion 2.8s, DHR2 in the rear, and DHF in the front. For the fork over here, we've got a Fox 34 Performance float. It's a 140mm fork. We've got here a 170mm dropper post from Fox. This is another modification that I put onto this bike. You see, Fox actually gave me this dropper post and one more for free. So I'm really excited to use these this season. So thank you, Fox, for hooking me up with some dropper posts. When it comes to some of the other parts here, we've got Diamondback Blanchard rims. We've got here a Diamondback seat. When it comes to things like the drivetrain, we've got a SRAM Eagle 12-speed cog set, 10 to 50 tooth, and we've got a SRAM GX Eagle derailleur. This bike did come with a nice Race Face Atlas black handlebar, exactly the same specs as this one, but I mean, I just had to go for the gold again. What do you guys think? Do you think gold is the best, or maybe black? Black might not be so bad either.
I also wanted to plug my kit.co profile, where you'll find all the current setups on all my bikes so you can see what parts I'm riding, and they all feature affiliate links so that I would get a commission whenever you purchase through those links. I'm always curious to see how much my bikes actually weigh. Looks like the Carbon Sync'r comes in at 29.5 pounds.
We already know how capable this bike is considering the stuff I rode on it last year, so we're gonna have to see what kind of stuff I can get up to on it this year. I know I want to bring it to Whistler. That would be a lot of fun. That is assuming Whistler actually opens, right? I mean, the last time we had this bike, I just kept it for the winter, but now I have it for good. It's mine. And so that means we've got all spring, summer, fall. We'll see what we can do. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. I mean, okay, so you're not riding this hardtail all year, obviously, so what else are you going to be riding, Jordan? So that information is still to come. I cannot share anything with you just yet, but I will tell you this. Having a long travel enduro bike is really, really good. It's a very versatile bike. Like obviously I've had that Evolve Alpha, that was great. So there's going to be a new enduro bike coming. And now when it comes to a downhill bike, obviously I have my DaVinci Wilson. You guys know I love it. Wilson! But no, that's not actually gonna be my main downhill bike for this year. I'm sorry, Wilson! Yes, you'll see it once in a while, but it's not my main downhill bike. Now, when it comes to a new downhill bike, I'm gonna say this. It's something that I bought myself. It's not a sponsored bike. However, I am getting helped out by some companies to provide the components and parts for it. but I will give you one kind of obscure little hint for what this new downhill bike is. If you look at the geometry numbers of my 2013 26-inch Da Vinci Wilson versus the 2019 Evolved Sky Pilot I've been riding, this new downhill bike is actually very much in between those two. So you can kind of say it's a real like progression, kind of really working off of my experiences in these bikes and being like, okay, I like this, I like that, I like this. And so I'm really, really excited to build up this new downhill bike. Like, I'm really excited. I haven't actually started building it up yet because I'm still waiting on a bunch of parts, but hopefully that'll start very soon. So yeah, there's definitely gonna be a couple more announcements coming, you know, what downhill bike am I riding? What enduro bike am I even gonna be riding? I'm still working on some things, and obviously I need to build my DH bike anyway, so I don't actually know when I'll be able to announce these other bikes. I'm trying to get them figured out very soon. I've just got to give a big shout out to my sponsors on Patreon. I've got over 100 of you now, and that's so awesome to get that kind of support from you guys. Your support really is the best kind of sponsorship I could ask for. And in return, I give a bunch of extended cuts, maybe early videos, some bonus content. You can get some free stickers, naming the credits, and you get a whole bunch of insider info as to what the heck I'm doing, what's going on. If you guys are interested in supporting my channel, I highly recommend you go check out patreon.com/JordanBoostmaster. All the support there is greatly appreciated and really takes my channel farther. Okay, you know what? Enough talking, you guys. Let's take this hardtail out for a quick ride and let's have some fun.
Oh yeah, this looks fun. Yeah. Let's make sure we clear it off that knuckle area.
Ready?
Yeah. Woo! Yeah! Sick.
I find that this trail system at my local mountain called Ledgeview is really good for hardtails, especially this trail we're about to ride called Guava Jelly.
All right, guava jelly. Oh, sick. Oh, this is sick. Woo! Whoa, what is going on? Oh, nice. This trail looks sweet. Oh, sick, bro. Right on. This is a good trail for a hardtail.
Yeah, it is.
This trail's running pretty nice. Whoa! Wait a minute.
I'm gonna slow you down. You ready?
All right. Oh, yes. That was a good trail for hardtail. Some of the corners are a little tight, but
Yeah, really tight for a downhill bike. But
yeah, I bet.
We stumbled across a fresh, new trail that looks pretty sick to ride.
Yeah, because it would be fun, like, for us to make our own trail, but like make proper jumps. Because these are all like super beginner jumps. All right.
Many years ago, my friend Wesley built a big steep jump right here, and it's been dead for a while, so it's kind of nice to see that the original trail has finally been built into something at least.
Woo! Okay, I should have goggles on. Woo! Oh yes! Woo! So sick. Oh, that's sweet. Whew. Right on.
My goodness, that was for free.
Yeah, that kind of stuff on a hardtail is so good.
So I've already been getting a bit more footage from my hardtail. Got some good videos coming up for you guys, even a patron exclusive for my patrons. And let me give a big thank you to Diamondback for supplying me with their Carbon Sync'r Hardtail. Make sure you guys give a like and subscribe. I got lots more great content coming up this year. Also, stay tuned to see what new bikes I'm riding. And massive thank you to my patrons for being the most awesome sponsors for my channel.